Okay, my name is Samuel, and I'll be taking you through our mathematics lecture. This is part 4 of our series on factors. Today we'll be looking at HCF, which is also called highest common factor. The highest common factor is called HCF short, or something they call the greatest common factor, that is GCF. The highest common factor or the greatest common factor. So we are going to look at an example. We are told to find the HCF. Find the HCF of 9, 15, and 24. If you are asked to find the HCF of 9, 15, and 24, that is the highest common factor. What's the factor? Remember from the previous lectures we've had, we are told that a factor is a number that can divide another number without leaving a remainder. For instance, 2 is a factor of 4, 3 is a factor of 6, 3 is a factor of 9, 3 is a factor of 4, 2 is a factor of 4, 2 is a factor of 6, 2 is a factor of 8. So we want to look at the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24. When we're talking about highest common factor, like for instance, let's look at 9. Take a look at 9. The factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9 itself. While the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. The factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 24. Now, looking at the factors of 9, the factors of 15, and the factors of 24. The factors of 9 are what? 1, 3, and 9. While the factors of 15 are 1, 3, and 5, and 15 itself. 1, 3, 5, and 15. While the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 11, 12, and 24. Now, looking at this factor, which one is common? Which factors do we have? That's the factor of 9, factor of 15, factor of 24. As the same factor, we have 1. Another factor that is common to the three numbers is 3. Is there 9? We have 9 here, there's no 9 here. There's no 9 here. So the two common factors here are just 1 and 3. 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 3. So which is the highest common factor? 9, 15, and 24. The highest common factor, the highest number here is 3. Since we have just 1 and 3 as factors of 9 and 15 and 24, and the highest one is 3. So we can say that 3 is the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24. So the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24 is actually 3. The method we have used to obtain the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24 is quite long. It's a long method. There is a short method which we can actually use. We've actually made use of a long method. Because our even number is large. 9 15 and 24 are small numbers. But what about if you have numbers that are large? So we need to start writing down all the factors of the number, and then you now look for the highest common factor. There is a straightforward method which we could have used. So now we're going to use the straightforward method. What you do, just draw a line, put your line, draw a line, put the next number, which in this case is 15. Draw a line, put the next last number, which in this case is 24. Then, what we're going to look at is, we will look at the number that can break down 9, 15, and 24. What is the highest number that can break down 9, 15, and 24? 2 can go in 9, 2 can go in 15, even though 2 can go in 24. So we can't make use of 2. So we try 3. Can 3 go in 9? Yes. Can 3 go in 15? Yes. Can 3 go in 24? Yes. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. And 3 times 8 is 24. So 3 is a factor of 9, 15, and 24. So we keep 3 here. 3 in 9. How many times can 3 go in 9? 3 can go in 9 3 times. Since 3 times 3 is 9. 3 in 15 is what? 5. Since 3 times 5 is 15. How many times can 3 go in 24? 3 times what will give you 24? 3 times 8 gives you 24. So 3 in 24 is 8. So 3 can go in 9 3 times, 3 can go in 15 5 times, 3 can go in 24 8 times. Now we have 3, 5, 8 left. Is there any number that can go in 3 that can as well go in 5 and as well go in 8? There is no such number that can go in 3, 5, and 8. So we can't move on beyond this level. So at this point, we've arrived at the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24 as 3. So the highest common factor of 9, 15, and 24 is 3. There are other methods we could have as well used, but this is the fastest method so far which I have discovered. We will take another example very soon. So we move on to example 2. In example 2, we are going to find the highest common factor of 24, 40, and 64. We are going to find the highest common factor of 24, 40, and 64. So like I said, first thing you do is you draw your line. You have what? 24, draw that line. You have 40, draw that line. You have 64. Now, you can look for the numbers that will go to 24, 40, and 64. Now, what numbers can go to 24, 40, and 64? Since 24, 40, and 64 are all even numbers, that means 2 can go. So we use 2. 2 in 24 is what? 12. 2 in 40 is what? 20. 2 in 64 is what? 32. Now, we now look for the next number that can go in 12, 20, and 32. They are still even numbers, so 2 can still go. 2 in 12, we have 6. 2 in 20, we have 10. 2 in 32, we have 16. So, at this point, do we still have factors that can go in 6, 10, and 16? Do we still have a number that can go in 6, 10, and 16? These are still even numbers. Since they are still even numbers, that means 2 can still go. We bring 2. 2 in 6 is what? 2 2 in 6 is what? 3. 2 times 3, 6. 2 goes in 10. How many times? 5. As 2 times 5 is 10. 2 goes in 16, how many times? 8. Since 2 times 8 is 16. At this point, is there any number that can go in 3, 5, and 8? There is no such number. 2 can go in 3, 2 can go in 5, but 2 can go in 8. So this is where we stop. Now, how do we get the HCF of 24, 40, and 64? The HCF of 24, 40, and 64 is gotten by multiplying these factors that will break down the number to the least point where it could not be broken any further. What did I say? I said the HCF, you're going to get it by multiplying this 2, this 2, and this 2, which you actually use in breaking down 24, 40, and 64 to the point where it could not be broken any further. So what do you have? You have HCF of 24, 40, and 64 as 2 times 2 times 2, which gives you 2 times 2 is what? 4. 4 times 2 is what? 8. So the HCF of 24, 40, and 64 is equal to 8. Now, we could have done this calculation in a single step, in just one step. I'm going to show you that right now. So, using the same method, we want to get the HCF of 24, 40, and 64 in a single step. How do we do that? Your knowledge of your multiplication table is what will really help you if you have to do this. Now, we know that 2 can go in 24, 40, and 64. 2 is the smallest number I can go. What other number can go in 24, 40, and 64? The other number can go is 4. 4 can go. Is there any other number that can go in this number 24, 40, and 64? 5 can go, because 5 can go in both these numbers. How about 6? 6 can go in 24, 6 can go in 40. 6 can go in 64. How about 7? 7 can go in any of these numbers. How about 8? 8 can go. 8 can go in 24. Because 8 times 3 gives you 24. And at the same time, 8 times 5 gives you 40. And 8 times 8 gives you 64. So let's write 8. 8 in 24 is what? 8 in 24 is 3. Since 8 times 3 is equal to 24. 8 times 3 is equal to 24. So 8 in 24 is 3. How about 8 in 40? 8 in 40, since 8 times 5 is 40. So 8 in 40 is 5. How about 8 in 64? Since 8 times 8 gives 64. That means 8 goes in 64 is equals to 8. Now, looking at this, is there any other number that can break down 3, 5, and 8? The answer is no. No other number can go in 3, 5, and 8 at the same time. So that means 8 is actually the HCF. 8 is actually the highest common factor of 24, 40, and 64. So 8 is the highest common factor of 24, 40, and 64. So the method is as simple as ABC. You can apply this to even large number, no matter how large number might be. No matter how large that number might be, this method is going to still work for you. So we'll still look at the last example before I'll give you exercises to practice. Now, we want to find the HCF, the highest number of 3 large numbers. find the HCF of 160, 96, and 224. So, making use of our method, we draw a line as the first step. Our first number is what? We draw a line. Our first number is 160, followed by 96, followed by 224. So they are all even numbers. 2 can go in this number. But at the same time, 4 can still go. How do we know if 4 can go in a number? Let's leave that for another lesson. 4 can still go in these numbers. But let's make use of 2 first of all. For people that will have problem, they are all even numbers, so 2 can go. 2 in 16 is 8. 2 in 0 is 0. 2 in 9 is what? 4. Remainder 1. Give you 16. So 2 in 16 is what? 8. 2 in 2 is 1. 2 in 2 is 1. 2 in 4 is 2. 4 can go in 80. 4 can go in 48. 4 can go in 1, 1, 4. 4 can go in 1, 1, 4. So at this point, let's use 4. 4 in 80 is what? For those of you that can't make it of 4, you can still use 2. I don't know if they use. I have the same answer. So 4 in 80 is what? 4 in 8, we have 2. 4 in 0, we have 0. 4 in 4 is 1. 4 in 8 is 2. 4 in 11 is what? Is 2. Remainder what? 3. So combining the remainder, which is 3, with the next digit, which is 2 in this case, we have 32. 4 in 32 is what? 4 in 32. 4 times 4 will give you 32. 4 times 8 will give you 32. So 4 in 32 is what? 8. At this point, what do we have? We have 20, 12, 28, which are all even numbers. These are all even numbers, 2 can still go. But at the same time, if you have knowledge of the multiplication table, 4 times table, you will discover that 4 can still break down 20, 12, and 28. So we make use of 4 once again. 4 in 20, 4 times 1 will give you 20. 4 times 5 will give you 20. 4 times 1 will give you 12. 4 times 3. So 4 in 12 is what? 3. 4 times 1 will give you 28. 4 times 7. So 4 times 7 will give you 28. So 4 in 28 is what? 7. At this point, can anything go in 5, 3, and 7? Nothing. The only thing that can go in 5 is 5. The only thing that can go in 3 is 3. The only thing that can go in 7 is 7. So since we don't have any common number that can go anymore, 5, 3, and 7, we arrive at numbers that will give us our HCF, which are 2, 4, and 4 again. We could have used 2, 2, 2, 2, or 3, just like to make our calculation longer. Always try to use what will make your calculation shorter. If you cannot, then go through the long procedure. So what do? We have HCF equals to 2 times 4 times 4. 2 times 4 is what? 8. 8 times 4. 8 times 4 gives us what? 32. So we arrive at 32. The HCF of 160, 96, and 224 is what? Equals to 32. So I believe these 2 examples that you can really solve problems on highest common factor or greatest common factor using the method we just used. There's no problem, there's no issue. If you have any questions, you can call your comment. You can write your comment down. I'm going to address them. Or you can contact me on my email address. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class. But before we call it a day, I'm going to give you some practice exercises. These are practice exercises. walk through them. If you have any problems, contact me.